Hello, good afternoon. Today we'll be discussing another IELTS test, speaking test. It's from Cambridge Book 14 and Test 4. And like always, we'll skip the introduce yourself part. So we'll move on to the questions. It's your neighborhood. Do you like the neighborhood you live in? I like the neighborhood I live in, but the neighborhood back in India was much better because we know all the people here. I'm not familiar with the people who are living in my neighborhood, so it would have been good if you know about the people who are living in the same floor, at least in the same floor. So it's my fault. I have to be more engaging with them. So I like the neighborhood I live. I feel a bit safe here. What do you think? What do you do in your neighborhood in your free time? Nowadays, I do not go out during after before the pandemic. We go out, bring the kids out, and let them play there along with the other kids. Most of the kids play together in their free time, but other times I do not go. I often stay indoors. I do not go out and chat with the neighbors. What new things would you like to have in your neighborhood? I would like to have a park, a more spacious playing area, and a park and a walking area. It would be good if there is such activities nearby to a flat rather than having a park a bit far away. So I would like to have a park, much more spacious, more place for kids to play with all the equipments, playing equipments. I'd like to have one such extra arrangement. Would you like to live in another neighborhood in your city, town or city? Yeah, I just recently went through an YouTube video posted by one of my ex neighbors. She was actually explaining the place where she live in. It's in Jumeirah Lake Towers, and there they had a huge park, huge walking area. So evening the children will be playing in the park, and all the elders mostly have a walk around the area. So it is very spacious, and we feel more more like living together in a society. Here it's like we do not know who stays out, so most of the time we do not go out here. There is this place is so spacious, people tend to go out and spend some time at the park. So it'll be good. I like to live there. I wish I could live there. Now you move on to the part two. Describe a website you have bought something from. You should say what the website is, what you bought from this website, how satisfied you were with what you bought, and explain what you liked and disliked about using the website. I normally buy things from Amazon and some other e-commerce websites also, but this particular website, it's I do not remember the exact name. I forgot the name, but it's for pest control products mostly. So we had a bit of a problem with cockroaches in our home. So when we couldn't tolerate, we do not wanted to do a pest control because we had a kid at home. So we don't want her to be exposed to some dangerous gases or some things that they use to clean. So we thought to use a pest a product. Its name is Avion, and when we bought it from the website, and I'm not sure. I said I'm not sure about the name. I forgot the name. Um, I did not easy to buy, I guess. But whatever. What do you bought? I bought the product Avion, and we used it in our home. And in just a week or two, most of the cockroaches are all dead. And we did not. Earlier, we used to see cockroaches going here and there, but nowadays there are no cockroaches in our home. So I'm satisfied with the product. The quality of the product is good, and there was no. It's like a gel, and when we used it, there is no smell for that product. Or my daughter, there is no. We used it in places where my daughter do not have the access, so we did not have to worry about that she will touch it or go and smell it. We did not have any such worry. We did not have pets at home, so definitely there is no worry about that as well. So we kept it in places like the corridors where it's high for my daughter to reach. So the product was really good, and the quality is really good. There is no smell, no side effects, and the cockroaches are all dead. And what I disliked was, it initially for you can use it for 3 or 4 times. I mean, with a gap in 4 or 5 times, and then after that the product gets dried up. So after that we cannot use it. That's the only thing I did not like about the product. And about the website, they normally do not give an acknowledgement after we order something. We do not get an acknowledgement directly from them. It takes a while, maybe a week or two, before they ship the product and we get the product in hand. So that's the only thing. The time that we have to wait is the only thing with that I disliked about the website. So we'll move on to the part three discussion topic: shopping online. What kinds of things do people in your country often buy from online shops? In my country, most of the things that we do not get from normal shops. I mean, some plastic items, some most of the things is plastic items, and things that are famous but not available in the shops nearby. We used to order it from websites. And sometimes in this pandemic, most of the things, clothes and even vessels, we bought so many items online that we do not wanted to go out and get exposed. So we bought a lot of things online, like mostly clothes we buy online, because the pattern that we see in the website is not available in the shops nearby. Yeah, that's the main thing that people mostly buy. Why has online shopping become so popular in many countries? The ease of getting the product home is the main reason, because we don't have to go, we don't have to travel, we don't have to spend on fuel, and we don't have to pay for parking. So the things like that, the ease, we can sit in the comfort of our home and select the product and then order it, pay the product, and then get the product home. Earlier, the online shopping was not much popular like now, because after the pandemic, it became quite popular, because most of the people order things from home and get it delivered. Even grocery shopping, they try to do online because they don't want to get exposed to the COVID virus. So, what are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shops? The only disadvantage is that we cannot see the real condition of the product, sometimes the real color of the product. When we order for a red, we get slight light red or a dark red. The exact color does not match sometimes. In things like cloth, we do not get the fabric. We have differences in the opinion that we have over the fabric. The quality might not be good like we expected. When we saw the picture, it would have been a very good picture, uh, which uh, which makes us believe that it's a very good product. But when we get the product in hand, the quality of the product might be very, very bad than what we expected. It's worse than expected. So those are the things that are the disadvantages of buying things from online shops. Online retail businesses, do you agree that the prices of all products should be lower on internet shopping sites than in shops? I really think that should be lower, because there are no transportation costs for them, because we pay for the shipping cost. And when they transport it together, they have to pay so much of taxes as in our country. So when they sell the product online, they are not going to pay any taxes. I mean, the tax, at least the taxes for transportation, distribution tax, and all, they will be paying the tax only for the product. I mean, product license or sales tax. Only that they will be paying, but we will pay the transportation cost, shipping cost. So I think the prices of all the products that are sold online should be lower than the normal cost at shops, because they do not need a specific display shops there, which they have to rent to pay also. This also is a reason that the product should be price should be low. Will large shopping malls continue to be popular despite the growth of internet shopping? Definitely, even if there is all kinds of internet shoppings, people tend to go out at some point of time. They will feel bored sitting at home. So definitely people go out to relax or to spend some quality time with family to shop. The shopping malls are really a good place to spend the time as a family, to buy some things, and to with the cafeteria in a shopping mall will be very good, because they can buy things at the same time they can have food. So Despite the growth of internet shopping, the malls will be popular definitely for the sake of at least for the refreshment or recreation types of activities. It will be definitely popular. Do you think that some businesses, example banks and travel agents, will only operate online in the future? Not exactly, because no, everyone is not going to be using the internet for the products of to buy on or buy. Everyone, everyone is not going to use the internet to buy the products in the future. They will go definitely. There will be people who go to shops, and there will be definitely problems when we use online purchases. When we go entirely online, there will be a lot of increase in the frauds happening. So definitely some businesses will be there. It should be there with a physical office, and especially banks, there should be a physical office, because when we have a problem with the online banking facilities, we directly go to the bank. If there is no bank, no physical location, where will we go and get the information? So if the information is when we ask the customer service person to deal with, it will take at least a day to get a reply. If it's so urgent, we can just go to the bank and directly ask the teller to for some information. So definitely I think that some businesses should have a physical location, even if they are operating online. So I do not see a possibility for the businesses to go fully online. So that's my opinion. Somehow we finished speaking test, but it's not up to the mark. I had a lot of shortcomings, but definitely, like I always say, we'll improve throughout. This is just 5 or 6 days. It's been so. I see a difference in my communication. I can speak fluently, but the only thing is that use of vocabulary that I use is quite common, just good, bad, and all. We cannot use good, bad all the time. So definitely, I have to improve my vocabulary and the speed. I have to have a control over my the speed of my words. So there are things that I have to improve, but definitely there are improvements when we practice regularly. Anyway, wish you all a good practice session. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry for wasting your time. Stay in touch. Take care and bye bye.